Anderson, we have student athletes Kevin Puryear and Jordan Geist. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Anderson and then questions for the student athletes first, please. Coach.
All right, thanks. I thought we played well in the second half. I thought the first half they came out and kind of punched us a little bit. But in the second half, I think we settled down. We changed our defenses up a little. It comes down to making shots. We had some looks. We couldn't get them down. That's kind of been our story the last few weeks. So I think this is a good time for a break. To be honest with you, we went to Italy. Didn't get much of a break when we got back, so hopefully guys had a chance to go home, spend some time with their families, and then we'll come back and kind of regroup. Maybe we'll make some shots.
Questions from the student athletes, please.
Jordan, what got into you there in the second half? You seemed to play like, I believe the TV called you Tasmanian Devil there for a while.
I just tried to give our team a little spark, get us going. I knew that we were capable of playing with them and beating them, but when it comes down to it, we just got to hit our shots.
Kevin, what was the message at halftime? I mean, you guys are down 20-8 on the boards, and they're shooting over 60%. Was there anything specific Coach Anderson wanted you guys to do better in the second half?
We mainly emphasized being more physical in the second half, which I thought we did a good job of. Fighting through screens and being more physical in the low post. But like you said, you just gotta. I feel like we got really good looks, but we gotta knock them down.
Kevin, can you describe your desire and watching you just desperately wanting the basketball, wanting your team to win in that second half, and unfortunately not being able to pull it off?
Anybody that knows me knows that I'm, very competitive. So, and I'm also a Missouri kid, so I know the stakes of this game. I've been watching this game since I was a kid. So, winning that game is something that I wanted very badly.
Kevin, you guys ended up playing a lot of zone in that second half. How did that change the game as you guys matched up?
I think that slowed them down. We watched film on them the last few games, and they really did a great job in transition. And I thought that, when we kind of did a soft press and got back in our zone, I think that kind of, slowed them down a little bit and gave them some problems. And, they got late shots in the shot clock. And, we got some key stops, but also we gave up some offensive rebounds that we should have rebounded and went the other way with. So, just got to tighten up on that.
Kevin, how physical was that second half? I mean, it seemed like there was a foul called on every possession there for a few minutes, and then things got a little chippy with about 3 or 4 minutes left.
Yeah, it got pretty physical. That's the fun part about this game is, competing at a very high level. But yeah, of course, things got chippy, and I think we did a good job of keeping our composure and just staying level-headed about it.
For Kevin, also, I was going to ask you about that moment with you and Morgan. You seemed to be reacting to something. What did you see something, or did you do something that?
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to speak on that right now.
Kevin, Coach mentioned that you guys maybe need a little bit of a break. Do you get that sense? What can some time off before the next game help for this?
I think that gives us a good opportunity, get our minds right, kind of get refocused. Like you said, we haven't really had much of a break, since we went to Italy this summer. So this would be a good time for us to, go home, be with our families and our friends, and regroup, and come back to work on the 26th.
Jordan seems to need kind of an offensive spark. Do you think tonight's game for you is something you can carry forward, or was it just kind of right game, right situation tonight for you?
Every game is a little bit different, but when I get in there, I basically just try to give us a little spark, something different. Whatever I got to do, try to give our team the best chance to win. That's what I'm going to do.
Final questions for the players, please. Anything else? All right, we'll let them get going. Further questions for Coach Anderson, please. Try to use the mics too, please.
Go. All right. Kim, did you get a little frustrated with Terrence early in the second half, and how did you feel like he did when he came back in there down the stretch?
Well, yeah, I got a little frustrated, but I thought he did a great job of responding, you know, we as a group, you know, we ask these guys to make good decisions, and I oftentimes forget that they're only sophomores in college, and my expectations are them to act like seniors, and so they're gonna do some things that are kind of goofy sometimes, and but I thought he responded well. You know, I thought he responded really well, which is kind of what I was looking for. I thought Jordan responded well too coming in.
Kim, first off on Jordan's play, especially early in the second half, but then after that run, if I'm not mistaken, he was out for about 7 minutes. Can you explain kind of what the process was there?
Well, he probably should have been in. You know, we were trying to get Frankie or Cullen going and see if somebody could hit an outside shot, and it turned out that you know, actually Terrence was a guy that could make a few outside shots. So you know, I think this game showed me some things about our team, and you know, I think we have a lot of evaluation to do in the next few days, but I probably, you know, next time we have a game, I doubt we'll start the same 5 guys. You know, I think we got to mix it up a little bit, and maybe some guys will play better coming off the bench, and they'll be more relaxed. But you know, we're just not shooting the ball well, and when that happens, you got to change it up a little bit.
Kim, you said this game showed you some things. What were those things?
Well, it showed me some things about Jordan Geist, and it continues to show me things about Reed Nico. I think Reed can be a guy who can make some solid contributions. I thought Russ Woods played awful well today. I thought he did a good job of taking the ball to the basket. We need to build on that. And hopefully we can here over the next, after we take a little time off, over the next few days.
Cam, it looked like Kevin had a pretty strong second half. How important was it to get him the ball in the second half and kind of start eating away from the inside?
Well, he was the guy that was you know, making plays, and you know, quite candidly, we put in a whole new offense, you know, this past few days. So obviously we got a little refining to do on that, but I thought he did a good job of posting hard. I thought our guys did a good job of getting the ball to him. You know, we turned it over, what, 8 times, which I thought's good. We've struggled with getting the ball into the post, and I thought we did a really good job of that tonight. And I thought Kevin played at another level, you know, that obviously he needs to play at that level every night. But again, I thought Russ was pretty good. I thought Reed did a pretty good job. And you know, Willie didn't play a lot of minutes, but I thought he shook some things up when he was in there.
Final questions for Coach Anderson, please.
Kim, you've had 3 looks at Illinois. That team looked better this year since last year, and ask you to comment as well on Morgan.
He played really well. You know, of the 3, gosh, I'd have to think back. I think this is the best one, probably. I like this team coming in. You know, we did a pretty good job on Black and Abrams, and those were 2 guys, obviously, that concerned us. But their inside guys, you know, hurt us. Obviously, Morgan played really, really well, and Thorne got some buckets. You know, we just didn't have an answer. We tried to double a little bit, but when we doubled, they did a great job of slashing the guy to the basket, and we didn't get good enough help on the other side. So, but I certainly think 3, maybe it's because it's the most recent, but I think they're a good team. Don't get me wrong, I think they're really, really a good team. They got a lot of ingredients, and they got good play tonight off the bench.
Kim, I think they were in the bonus over there.
I got you.
I think they're in the bonus.
There's a lot of lights up there.
maybe like 3 minutes into the second half, I think they were in the bonus. Was that a product of playing hard or not playing very smart?
Well, I think one of you asked what we talked about at halftime, and we talked a lot about, you know, playing with more energy. I didn't think we were not playing. I just thought we had to go to another level, and so I thought we did a much better job in the second half. Now, the product of that obviously was we fouled more, and they shot 24 free throws. I mean, I don't like that, but I would rather us play harder than the way we played there early in the game. I thought early in the game we were kind of soft, to be honest.
Coach KJ, with 3 minutes tonight, is that just kind of something of the rotation win? Or?
You know, that's the way it goes. I mean, it's really hard to play 11 guys, and you know, KJ didn't play much tonight, or KJ didn't play much, and Mitch didn't play much. You know, at some point we got to quit playing 11 guys, because when you play 11 guys, there's 2 or 3 guys who are pretty good that aren't playing enough minutes. So, and that's one thing I said, you know, probably when we come back next week, we're probably going to have to shorten the bench a little bit, and you know, guys will just have to understand that, and keep competing in practice. You know, I think that's important too.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you all. Merry Christmas.